when coordination turns into performance. In any shared work, we gather to coordinate because we don't want to collide in the dark. But sometimes the gathering starts to feel like the work, and the work becomes what we talk about. Coordination becomes signaling when the system rewards being seen coordinating more than it rewards actual alignment and outcomes. The impact is subtle. People learn that visible participation is safer than quiet effectiveness, so meetings, updates, and presence become a proxy for responsibility. This shift is not mainly about character, it is about what the environment permits and measures. When visibility is treated as proof of contribution, the organization begins to optimize for legible motion rather than shared direction. Coordination is a real need. Interdependence creates uncertainty, and uncertainty creates risk. Meetings, status reports, dashboards, and check-ins are tools to reduce that uncertainty. But tools become incentives when they are used as evidence. Here is the mechanism. Measurement creates a feedback loop. What is counted is what gets repeated. If aligned is assessed by attendance, responsiveness, or frequent updates, then those behaviors receive social and professional reward. They become low-risk signals of diligence. The loop tightens. Leaders infer alignment from visibility. Teams respond by increasing visibility. Leaders see more visibility and conclude the process is working. This is where coordination drifts into performance. The proxy, being present, speaking up, circulating documents, starts to stand in for the thing itself. Shared understanding, clean handoffs, fewer surprises. Proxies are not lies, they are shortcuts. The harm arrives when the shortcut is treated as the destination. Who benefits? Those who are fluent in the language of meetings benefit, people with time to attend, confidence to speak, and roles that are naturally central. Managers benefit when visibility reduces their fear of missing something. The system provides reassurance through activity. The organization benefits in the short term from a feeling of control. Who bears the cost? People whose work is deep, quiet, or hard to narrate in real time pay in fragments of attention. Newer staff pay when they learn that learning out loud matters more than learning well. People with constrained access, limited time, caregiving load, different time zones, different communication styles, pay when coordination is scheduled and performed in ways that exclude them. Customers and downstream teams pay when energy is spent on updates rather than on fixing root causes. An explicit constraint is time and cognitive bandwidth. Every coordination ritual consumes attention that could otherwise be used for craft, care, and recovery. Another constraint is legibility. Complex work cannot always be made simple without losing truth. And there is a trade-off. More coordination increases shared awareness, but reduces uninterrupted focus. Less coordination protects focus, but increases the risk of duplication and drift. Under pressure, many systems resolve the trade-off by choosing what is easiest to justify: visible coordination, because it produces artifacts that can be shown. Over time, the system trains people. When the safest move is to be seen aligning, agency narrows. People stop asking, "Are we actually aligned?" and start asking, "Did I demonstrate alignment?" Intent is not impact. This matters because coordination is not merely a technical activity. It is a social promise about how we will treat one another's time, attention, and dignity. When coordination becomes signaling, relationships shift. Colleagues become an audience. Speech becomes insurance. Silence becomes suspect. Dignity is harmed when a person's worth is inferred from how visible they are rather than from the value they create or the care they take. Agency is reduced when people must constantly perform availability to protect themselves from blame. Responsibility becomes distorted. Instead of being distributed across a system of roles and decisions, it is pushed onto whoever can produce the most proof that they were in the loop. Notice what happens to attention. Attention moves from the object of the work to the representation of the work. The dashboard, the thread, the meeting, the recap. Each can become a stage where legitimacy is negotiated. Optimization pursued without reflection erodes meaning. The work becomes a continuous act of producing evidence that work is happening. There is also an externality. The people least able to invest in constant visibility often carry real operational risk. When they are pulled into performative coordination, errors rise quietly. When they are absent, decisions are made without their context. Either way, the system treats access to the stage as a substitute for consent and understanding. Care is a constraint, not a sentiment. When the system treats coordination as performance, care is treated as optional, and the first thing sacrificed is the human capacity to think, to rest, to tell the truth about uncertainty. Notice the moments when a meeting, an update, or a metric is used as proof of alignment rather than as a tool to create it. Consider what is being rewarded in your environment: outcomes, or the appearance of effort, shared understanding, or rapid responsiveness, informed consent, or quick endorsement. Name the proxy that has become sacred: attendance, speed, documentation, enthusiasm, constant availability. Name who gains safety from that proxy and who pays for it in attention, access, or dignity. Name the trade-off being made when visibility is treated as responsibility. And notice the quiet question underneath: are we coordinating to reduce harm or coordinating to reduce anxiety? That question doesn't accuse, it clarifies what kind of system is being built. Responsibility is distributed, not dissolved, and our coordination should carry that weight without turning people into performances.